What's up, guys? It's Crimson hitting you guys again with another video. Be sure to be subscribed and have those notifications on. Today we're going to be looking at some basic Kali Linux commands, navigating your way around Kali Linux, and knowing your way around a bash terminal. So luckily Kali Linux is very user-friendly, but a lot of it still will operate strictly in the command terminal, so it's really necessary to know your way around the terminal. Knowing commands, knowing how to get around all that stuff. So that's what we're going to be learning today. So good way to start off, Control-Alt-T will open a terminal window. So the way Linux works is it works in directories. So think of directories as big files or big folders, and inside those folders are more folders, more directories, and eventually in those directories there are programs and other things like that. So the first command we're going to be looking at is pwd, and that stands for print working directory, and that's exactly what it does, is it prints your current directory. So as you can see, I'm in home Kali, so that's the directory I'm working in now. Now if I do ls lists every single directory and file in your current directory. So these are all of the files or directories in Kali right now. Now cd changes directories. So if I were to do cd desktop, I would change my directory to the desktop. Now if you're doing a command or changing directories or something like that, you can often press tab and it will autocomplete the command for you. So if you do just cd, it will bring you back to just Kali. So if we are in desktop and we just do cd, it will bring us back to Kali. Now if I just do cd, type a capital D, E, now if I type just a capital D and I press tab, nothing would happen because there's desktop documents downloads. But if I do DE, only desktop is a possible option. So if I press tab, it will autocomplete, and then I can press enter and cd into desktop. So arguably the most important command in all of Linux is not really a command. I mean it is, but it's more of a prefix to a certain command, and it's sudo. Now what sudo means is you're running whatever command follows sudo as root, and what root is it's the administrator user, and every Linux system has a root user. It's very dangerous to use root because anything you do will not be stopped. There's usually no warnings, and but when downloading things or doing things that alter the system, you will often have to type sudo, which means run this certain command as root. Now to run something as root, you have to enter your root password, which is what you set up in installation. Remember, I just made mine 1234, which is obviously a very insecure password, but I just made it because I'm running it in VirtualBox and I don't really care about keeping this secure. And so if I were to do sudo apt-get update, which is our next command, apt-get update, it updates your repositories and makes sure that they're up to date with the Kali Linux repositories. And if I were to do sudo apt-get update, press enter, I would need to type the sudo password. So I type 1234, and then it would update. So another command that goes with apt-get is apt-get install. Now apt-get install installs packages from the official Kali Linux repository that either are installed and need to be updated or are not installed and need to be installed. So for example, one of my favorite tools that comes pre-installed with Kali Linux is Wi-Fi. So if I were to do apt-get install Wi-Fi, sudo apt-get install Wi-Fi, you'd see, because I already have it downloaded, there are 0 upgraded, 0 newly installed, and 0 to remove. If I did not have this installed at all, then it would say, it would completely install it, and it would say 0 or 10 newly installed. But if I had it installed but not updated, it would upgrade my packages, maybe remove some, maybe even install some new files. So yeah, that's apt-get. Now the next command we're going to be going over is, or rather the next Kali Linux basic that we're going to be going over is just this little kind of a home page here. And as you can see, there's a lot of tools that are pre-installed with Kali Linux. You have they speak for themselves, and these are basically directories that you can click on them and run programs. A lot of them are graphical, which means it has a graphical user interface. GUIs are really useful for beginners who aren't really comfortable operating in a command terminal. For example, if I run /cap graphical and run sudo, you can see there's a graphical interface here. Now, not a lot of apps in Kali Linux are graphical, but this one happens to be, which is very useful for people who, like I said, aren't comfortable operating in a command terminal, or just like using graphical applications. So one that isn't graphical is Wi-Fi. So if I run Wi-Fi, whoops, my bad. As you can see, this one runs completely in the command terminal. So obviously I don't have all the dependencies installed, so you'll have to install these if you were to run Wi-Fi. But as you can see, this doesn't, when I run Wi-Fi, it doesn't open an app, it just runs completely in the command terminal. So this is going to bring us to our next command that we're going over, and it's Git, specifically Git Clone. And what this does is it clones into a GitHub repository. If you don't know what GitHub is a website that lets you compile and post your own code. Independent code creators are on there, and they post a lot of really useful tools. For example, I made a TikTok video on one of my favorites, Sherlock, and if I go to GitHub, the Sherlock project on GitHub, we're going to clone into this repository and teach you guys how to download a GitHub repository. So if I Control-C to copy, and this is good to know, but in Kali Linux, Control-V is not how you paste, it's Control-Shift-V. So if you press enter, we will clone into Sherlock. And now going off of that, there are just a few little moving around commands that are nice to know. So if I type some gibberish here, Control-A brings you all the way to the back. So this is really useful, for example, if you're writing a command and then you forget that, oh shoot, I did not run this as root. You can just go back and type sudo before entering the command. Clear will just completely clear the command terminal if you are looking at just a lot of gobbledygook and you just want to kind of clean things up. Just clear. Quit, or what is it? Exit closes the command terminal, so that's good to know. And if we're going to, we'll create a text file here. Nano, or first we're going to cd to desktop because this file is hosted in our desktop. Nano allows you to edit files, so nano that. As you can see, there's nothing in this file, and we can type something, save, and then we can leave. And now if we open this file, we'll see that's where what we wrote. So Nano allows you to edit text files. And yeah, those are just some Kali Linux basics for you guys. Good luck with getting started. Be sure to go into it with an open mind. You won't pick it up right away, but it's not hard, and I will be sure to post some more videos on getting started. Be sure to help you guys whenever you guys need help. And be sure to like, follow, in this case subscribe, and comment what more you guys want to see. Comment what more I could have added in this video. I'm sure there's some Linux commands out there that I don't know. Obviously, I don't know everything, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helped you guys. Oh, and a little bonus, if you'd like to get your terminal to be green like I like mine, you just go to Preferences and Color Scheme, and let's see which one it is. Oh, there we go, Color Scheme, and I believe green on black. Yep, there we go. That's how I like mine, green on black, and it's as simple as that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. good luck on starting on Kali Linux. These are just some very basic commands. I will be posting more advanced videos in the very near future, so I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys subscribe and turn on notifications. You guys are the best. Make sure to join the Discord that will be linked in the description. We have a lot of fun over there. We talk about a lot of stuff, and I love meeting you guys on there, so I'm hoping I can get to meet some more of you. Share this video if you guys enjoyed it and want to help other people get started with Kali Linux and Linux commands overall. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Farewell.